on it. Crazy style.
Oh, that's a bit of chaos.
That is. Welcome back to Beyond the Bookshelf. I'm Lizzie. You are
Tails.
And you are
Names.
Oh my god, we got our guest star.
Oh,
Sorry.
bold. No.
That's my favorite TikTok right now.
Yep. She had problems.
I can't believe you.
It's gonna be loud.
Yeah, I can't believe neither of you've seen that, but I bet you will see it now.
Yeah, because
Show you.
it will be listening to the device for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes,
Yes.
you love. It's just. I think it's the crazy style that gets me.
I just can't believe that it was in that movie.
It's Nosferatu. If anyone doesn't know,
I will never watch that movie. I'm too much of a scaredy little bitch.
I'm watching it now.
Or just even a little clip that you show me, I'm like, I immediately know.
Immediately, hear me out.
Bounce on it.
Crazy stuff. Hear me out. What if he needs True Love's kiss to be pretty and look like the actor?
Maybe. I
Okay.
think it's too far gone.
Okay.
That's
I
a-
guess.
That's your immortal Fae. They've gone a bit too far. Like, that's the whole.
Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, it's like in Vampire Diaries. You know how they stop getting fed and they're like locked in the wall
Yeah.
and they're all desecrated?
Yeah.
That's them.
Yeah.
Nosferatu style, bounce like crazy style.
Pretty much.
He looks like Damon, yeah.
Yeah, after you being blood. See, I'm telling you, hear me out. What if we can fix him? What if there's a cure? yeah.
Anyway.
No, today we are talking about tropes. But first, we need to announce a very important thing that's happened. I finished Iron Flame.
Oh my god, what is it?
No.
Congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you. It's only taking me 18 months.
And I can't say.
How about you?
Yeah. But I really read it for real.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I gave it a 3-star,
That's right.
even though I hated it.
Oh, you gave it a 3? So yeah, I think I gave it like 3.5.
But again, I didn't hate it because there's parts that I liked. I was like, oh, yeah.
Same, but it just wasn't the same as
Yeah.
the first one.
But
for sure.
Onyx Storm.
Or
let's go.
immediately, yeah, I'm like,
Immediately, yes.
immediately better.
So I feel like how I read Fourth Wing. But that's what this episode's
Same.
about.
It's the same
That's going to
vibe.
be next
Yeah.
episode. But yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
just thought I'd announce that very important.
That could have been
announcement.
announced in the next episode. We're going to talk about it, but okay.
No, it's called a hook.
Trope.
Okay.
It's a listen to
hook.
the next
Get
episode.
to it.
Listen next week.
Yeah.
Part 2. Anyway, part 1 is about tropes. And I just really wanted to see if you like these tropes, if you hate them, yes, no, and then whatever comes. Just
I'm
whatever
so
comes
excited
out
for
of
this
your mouth.
already.
Comes to
This
mind.
is my favorite episode yet.
My brain is blank, so that's going to be
Yeah.
great.
So pretty much, like,
Oh, you don't know anything about that.
Just say something and we'll see what comes out of my mouth.
ready?
Love that. Love that.
Chosen one.
Bounce.
Crazy style.
Sorry. That's last one.
Chosen one.
It's not the very
Anakin,
last one. It's not.
Anakin came to my brain.
What is
So,
it?
Star
Chosen
Wars.
one.
That's a trope.
Like Harry Potter.
Okay,
Chosen
should we
one,
explain what a trope
Star
is?
Wars. Anakin.
I know what like a trope is, but yeah, explain.
Yeah,
What if
for
someone
the
else
people.
knows? For the people.
Okay. I don't know.
Maybe
what
me
a trope is.
sometimes.
Did you Google it before you?
Like, I gotta educate me, and I was like ready for it. It's like trope is. I'm not embarrassed myself.
Isn't a trope something that everybody does?
It's like a
the
formula.
beat.
Yeah.
It's the beat that people follow. Like,
Yeah.
what's that god awful book that I read?
Beat by beat by
Yeah,
beat.
that you knew.
Cinnamon Bun Cafe, was it that one?
Oh no, that was just fucking shit.
It's a formula like people use to.
Oh, it wasn't a bad book that I read. It was just a YA, and I could. It was very
but
true.
it creates
it's
like a reaction from people.
Tempest Tea.
Yeah,
that-
Tempest Tea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like what like draws people in.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a, like a
it's your hook.
yeah,
it's your
a
hook. And then like some people can do it well, and it's like, oh, there's that trope, but they've made
Yeah.
it their own. But other people are like this trope next, and this no trope next, and if the
Yeah.
book is just to
Too
get to
much
the next
tropes.
trope, it's
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, some are too much, or
Yeah.
some also like are meant to be a trope, but it's actually not the trope.
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
So like for characters, do you like chosen one trope?
like the main character being like the chosen one.
Yeah, which is like
A
I
lot.
mean, that's most of what.
Most
we
of
read.
like
see.
yeah, like
Yeah.
if like being like special ability like chosen one.
I like the chosen one, but not when they're reluctant.
Yeah, I actually, to be honest, I haven't thought of much about like a chosen one being.
Yeah.
A chosen.
I mean, growing up, like I said before, Star
Harry
Wars,
Potter.
Mhm.
Harry Potter,
Yeah.
their chosen ones, or at least, all of the
Have
Star
you-
Wars ones, but yeah.
Sorry, dude. Have you seen the the TikTok of Harry Potter? Like there's one trending around where like he's mentioning stuff about being the chosen one, and Hermione's like face reactions to like all of them.
No.
So I kind of so
But
like
I wanna
there's
watch
this one scene. I think it's where's the one where everyone goes to his house to like protect him from the ministry. Is it Order of the Phoenix?
Order of the Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? No.
Yeah, it's like when he
Half-Time
has the
Prince.
trial.
No, yes. Order of the Phoenix. No, wait.
When he has the trial and everyone has to be him.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
abstain.
I think it's
I
Order
Is
of
it?
the
I'm
Phoenix.
pretty sure.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
just
Order
watched.
of the
Yeah,
Phoenix.
Order of Phoenix. Anyway, like with the guy, the ministry guy in the full suit, he like
Yeah.
says something to. He's like, "You're the most important thing right now." Straight to Harry, and like Hermione's in the back, and like Harry's face like, almost pulls like a little smirk, like because he's like, "I'm the chosen one," and then she just like looks at him like you got to be kidding me! Like it's
If
the
you see
funniest thing. I'll send it to you.
If you see it again, send it to me. If we don't, hopefully the phone picks
Yeah,
up on it.
it's just like him, just like Harry's just smirking, and then Hermione's just like this bitch. It's so funny.
Yeah, my favorite trope is in fan fiction, everyone hates Ron. I just love it.
I remember you telling me this.
It's just they're all Ron
Honestly,
haters.
that's so fair.
I don't know
Poor
why.
Ron.
It's just so funny.
Ron,
Yeah. My favorite, the brooding hero.
Oh, I love a broody.
Rowan.
Broody. Ugh. No, that's the exception. No,
Yeah,
we
we'll
love a
have
broody
MMC.
MMC though,
Yeah.
but not one that punches you straight out in the face when you first meet him. That's
I'm sorry. She said, I hope all you people die. And he's like,
not good enough.
No.
Not good enough reason.
But no.
like this is
He's
just-
like, what, 100 and something odd years old? She is.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
teenager?
She's a baby.
And
She's just
she's
a baby compared to him.
20.
Okay, she's a child.
Yeah, she's a child compared to him. You don't punch a child.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So
She's
I'm pretty sure
brilliant.
she punched Hunter earlier.
I swear, but he just was so sad.
Oh my god.
Poor
Was,
kid.
that was, yeah. He's just embarrassed. It's just the fact this thing hasn't been turned on
Oh
for
my
a
god, I
while.
was like, sounds
It's
like a
just-
wave,
oh, yeah.
like white noise machine.
It's gonna be
Nice.
great.
No, you're.
Can you
it's
hear it?
Surprised. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can. But surprised how much
Yeah, what you hear on there is not what you hear.
it's
on
Yeah.
super loud. But then I listen back and I'm like, oh my god, it was so quiet.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
when we
yeah.
first were recording, it's like, oh, sorry about the dogs. I was like,
Can't hear anything.
No.
Yeah.
Apologizing for
Nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
no dogs. But yeah,
Enemies to lovers.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
So that's what I was
Everybody
talking
likes
about. People go like enemies, lovers, but is it really enemies?
So
It's or is it just like
I'm
you know,
thinking-
you know,
I'm
Damn,
there's
we
like a
really should have
line.
had the camera on because you're loud.
Because everyone does like it's enemies, lovers, and I'm like,
it's
it's
enemies
actual
to
enemies.
love.
Yeah.
Or it's just like frenemies to lovers. Or like
Yes.
I kind of don't like you.
Yeah.
Or ambivalent
Like
to
give
lovers.
me like I reckon enemies is like, you know, you've been at war each other, you like actually want to
Yeah.
kill each other.
Yeah.
To, like I think
I've got-
Book Azrael is like enemies to lovers to enemies even.
Yeah.
Like when like
well,
shit
it's like
gets
enemies to
flipped.
friends to lovers to
Yeah.
enemies to
Yeah.
oh my god, leave me alone, I want to die.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I've only read the first one.
Yeah.
I'll probably read the next one.
I've actually one of my favorite
I do have.
couples series. It's in the first trilogy. He literally tried to kill her, and I
Mm.
think he was accomplice to her sister's murder.
What bit?
Yep.
Which book?
Series? Opal Cohen series by Maria V.
Uh-huh.
Snyder, and then in that series, he gets like redeemed, and then they like
Yeah.
slowly
Like
fall in
give
love.
me a full like bullying moment
Mm.
beforehand.
Yeah, you
like
love a bully.
I love
romance.
it. Like but like that to me is more like give me character development rather than like,
Yeah.
oh I hate him, but he's so sexy.
Yeah.
Like straight away in the first chapter, yeah, immediately no.
I
Like,
Yeah.
went down the
I'm
rabbit
drawn to
hole,
him. I'm like, oh,
and
that's
you know
not
this of those 1 minute short.
They're on my
awful
TikToks
things.
now.
Oh god, sorry. Every other ad is another one of these
Mhm.
like
yeah.
dream box or real short or something. Anyway, I went down the rabbit hole of this because I was like, oh, why not? But anyway, I was trying to watch these enemies to lovers ones, but they were not.
They're
enemies.
not.
And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? Anyway,
Yeah.
I did watch the entire thing.
Yeah.
Do you
I feel like everything's
so many
enemies, enemies to lovers label this.
Do you
Okay.
prefer enemies to lovers over friends to
Yes.
lovers? That's a hard yes. What about you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Honestly, I don't think I've read enough of those books to really know how I
It's
feel
just
about
more like I think the difference between I like how I'm like friends to lovers, it's cute, but
Mm.
enemies to lovers is hot.
Yeah.
Like
Fair.
it's you really have to like there's so much tension
I'm
building.
trying to think of what.
and also like completely changing
Oh,
someone's
yeah.
mind from being like an actual enemy
The
to a
second book,
lover.
Undertaking Hard Mercy.
Oh yeah, true.
They're friends.
Oh, they were friends. Sorry, I was like
friends part, the
Yeah,
friends
the friends
syllabus.
part. Yeah, that was cute. But then again, they're old. They're old. I could not get that. They're the same age as my parents.
Oh my god, they're younger than my parents. That's so funny.
Well, Hunt and what's her face weren't exactly friends, but they weren't enemies.
And then they
either.
become friends.
And then they become friends, and then they don't do anything.
When people say that,
Like
it's funny.
frenemies.
We're
is like,
pointing, because no one can
yeah.
see us, we're pointing to Crescent City's second book, House
I
of
have
Sky and Breath.
that's friends. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be
but, like-
because they become friends first.
Well, yeah, they're friends by the end of the
Mm.
first book.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, oh my god, it's very smart. I'm like, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Or it's the least no.
So
They
the
don't.
end of Crescent City, the first one,
Yeah. They don't
whatever,
even,
like they don't do anything. I think they're just
like a makeout se- yeah.
fantasizing. Yeah, it's a makeout session.
Yeah.
it.
And like it alludes to what they did earlier in the book.
Not to
which
mention
was
a single
nothing.
pickle.
No
200 pages.
No pictures.
No big
But like Mum was listening in the car 'cause we were
Mm.
driving down to Eagle Bay, and like she's sending Abby messages. I think I'm listening to what you and your sister talk about, because she heard about angels and she could hear about the wings, and like
Not the Wings fan.
this isn't that bad, Mum. Like
Yeah,
if you
this is
listen to some of the other stuff I've made your child listen to,
Yeah.
even though I am your own child, it's
Yeah.
it's different when your old
Yeah,
child
that's
listening to,
right.
is telling your young child to listen to things, but
Yeah.
the younger
This is
one's
why I'm
been
talking
through
about when
shit,
we're
so
talking
it's
about
okay.
like spice levels. It's like
It's so
like the
Did you
difference
see-
between spice and smart as well.
Yeah.
We had
Well,
like
yeah,
that
we'll have an
conversation today with a
episode.
customer.
Yeah. Did you see it on the Cinnabon, those book series?
Mhm.
They've
Mm.
got a spice on the back
Yeah,
level.
they do.
And
But it's like
Yeah, Hamish and I got
depending on
into
who's
it.
doing the reading.
conversation
What they
about
read.
it, and I was like, this is not, I think it was like 4-star spice. I was
No.
like, if anything, that's like a 2.
Mm. Yeah.
But then we got into other books of like what we rate
Look,
the spice.
And
Four
especially on
stars is
TikTok.
like spitting in each other's mouth.
Yeah, honestly, but that's
Right?
what I mean. There's if you're gonna do the scale, like your scale on the end, like
Yeah.
must be like something like pretty much pure smart.
Yes.
Like there's like
Mm.
I feel like a lot of like time when you go onto like book talk and stuff as well, and that's where you fall in this trap. They're like people are like, oh, this is the most like smuttiest thing, and it's like it's YA.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a YA novel.
I can't stand when people say
There's like
YA
one. Like,
smutty.
I'm like, what do you mean? It's not even like no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I just.
So I'm
Yeah. Do you like a fan family? I'm a
Mm.
sucker for a fan
I do
family.
like
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Because
Yeah.
usually it's like someone who's very like aggro, and then they
Mm.
before they melt to like their love interest, they
Well,
start to like lighten up with friends. And
Well, but
become
usually
family.
it's like found family of like they're discovering like that they're like fae or like they
Mm.
actually haven't been like
yeah.
a lot of the fantasy.
I love found family. What about?
loyalty.
Do you like when the plot is like a quest? It's like a
Yes.
quest.
I love
Yes, you need a quest.
Yeah.
I love the
Quests.
quests. I think that's
Which
Yeah.
is why I think you should become a DM.
I'll try.
Hurry up.
I've got thoughts
I
actually.
want to do the D&D.
Do you want to do D&D?
I
We need more
mean,
players. That was me.
Was you?
Yeah.
I have to learn. D&D. Murray would play. He wants to be a dark elf.
Yeah, he's got thoughts already. Like I
He's
think
a
he
good
wants.
storyteller.
I think I would have to give him a secret mission.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He would love that. I'm pretty sure we could rope Steph and Kaylin in. They already play with
Mm.
their England mates, so that they're up at ridiculous time in the morning to play D&D with everybody over in England. So I'm sure they'd
Well,
play with
those
us.
feel like
cool,
Kaylin would be
masters,
a good
game
DM.
board,
Oh yeah, we
the
could
boards.
give her a present from work.
Yeah,
Surprise.
there's like little like master, like that's the one. I
Didn't you
bought.
get one for
I bought
someone?
for a Christmas
Yeah.
present. Yeah, and I was like, oh,
Ah.
these look cool. Like,
Yeah, you were like, would this be good? I'm like, that would be fucking
yeah, for
great.
someone who likes D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you guys like the fake relationships?
Yes, fake
Yeah,
dating.
I do
Yeah.
like
Sign
fake
me
relationships.
up.
I think
It's
that's
the
what got
best.
me into those fucking reels.
Yeah.
No, I love it because it's just like again, yeah, it's just like the banter, like oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Or
I
like
do love it.
marriage of convenience?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Oh,
Forced proximity.
yeah, because
all of
it
these
makes
tropes.
forced talk. Yeah, especially when like they're enemies and then they have like a common thing they have a goal they have to achieve, so they
Yeah.
have to fake date. I'm like, hey,
This is
you have to be stuck
serious.
together.
Yeah.
I want to read, and it's like the wrong bride or something. And it's like the grandma left money to like all the brothers, but they have to be married before.
Love it
And every
already.
single one of them are like a different marriage trope. And so like one's the wrong bride, so they swap brides or something. And, like one's like, I'll just
Reverse
pay you.
parents. And I'm-
Yeah,
I was like, this sounds like
that, but
they
yeah.
just all married the one person.
There you go. Why choose?
Why choose?
You love a white choose. Do you like love triangles?
Yes.
Really?
But it's usually because, or the love triangle of like,
no, why choose? Just love triangle.
I don't mind it, but it's usually because one's the friend and I'm like, nah, grab the other one that's the enemy.
Why is Dane getting in a redemption arc in Alex Storm? I love it.
Spoiler alert.
Nah, you should wait.
I love it too.
You wait.
I think it's actually pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah. But also, like, yeah, I'm like, what's going on with Eric? I thought he was going to be a love triangle situation. But then, like, Howden?
You might have secrets.
They
Anyway.
are both further along than I in the book. They are spoiling it for me.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
And sorry if you have not finished it or not read it. I don't know.
It's not really a spoiler, but yeah. What about? No, I don't like that one. Opposites attract.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like enemies or others.
Yeah. But I like opposite attract, and I really like when they do it when it's like Grumpy Sunshine.
Yeah.
But the girl's the grumpy one.
Yeah. Like in like Golden Retriever
Ooh.
5.
Grumpy
Yeah.
Grumpy.
Grumpy Grumpy.
Which
Let's be grumpy together.
did you read Book Lovers by Emily Henry?
No, but funny story. And she's grumpy.
I can make
and
that
he's
my
sunshine.
Henry.
I
book
do
that I have to
like
read.
You need
the sun-
to.
Funny story. I feel like
I think Funny Story is a good
Funny
one.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But, like-
it's like he's the sunshine as well, and I actually really do like.
But
him.
he has like
Yeah.
depth to him.
Yeah.
And it's from the start too.
Yeah, and it's like there's just like little things in it that you pick up on. It's like he saw that she had like a coffee cup one day, so he came in and he bought her a tea, and then she was like looking, she's like, what is this? And he's like, oh, like you drink tea? And she's like, oh no, I drink like a chai latte or something like that. And then so he's like, oh, okay, noted, next time comes in.
Yeah.
I'm like, just little things like that. I'm like, oh,
He's so
I'm
cute.
obsessed with him.
I love it. And she
So
like looks
good.
after him too. Like
Yeah,
because that's what the whole story is about.
And
And they got
also-
left to the altar.
and it's
Not
not fake
like the
dating.
altar.
It's the fake
Yeah.
dating as well.
So the story starts with
Forced proximity.
their fiancés
Yeah,
leave
Leaving.
them to get together
yeah.
because they were childhood friends, like
Yeah.
their fiancés, and they're like,
Oh.
actually, we really love each
So
other.
they end up being
And so they're like,
roommates.
fuck you, we're dating too.
Yeah. they're like, oh, let's just fake date to go to their wedding as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, immediately fake dating, like they're
yeah.
roommates for
I-
like forced proximity.
It's really
Going
good.
off this
really
list,
good.
I'm-
The banter and then like
Yeah.
I do love banter.
But because I read that, I was like, I want to read another Emily Henry, and I read
Yeah.
Book Lovers. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so good because it's the grumpy, but it's also like she's the girl that the guys leave the nice one for in books, and then he's the guy that the girls are like, oh, he's my bad ex in books because he's like heartless, but they're both ice queens, and the best line is like, he's like, oh, just fight me, I'll take it, kind of thing. Like he loves her like bite, and
Yeah.
she loves it too, and oh, it's so good.
yeah.
And they can be each
Emily
other.
Henry, she just
Yeah.
has a way of writing her like both characters really like
Yeah.
her way of romance is just
It's so
I
good.
can see what
I've only
people
got
obsess with
one
it.
left to read, and beside the new one
You mean
coming.
on Vacation? Have you read that?
No,
one?
I've read that one.
So
Loved
many
it.
people love that one
Yeah.
too. And that's the one that's
I haven't
made
read.
it into a movie.
Yeah, I haven't read Happy Place
Yeah. Oh, that's like the one that everyone I feel like
Yeah,
has
I
I
read
feel
read.
like that's
because
that's the first one.
because trope I don't like. Second chance romance scares me sometimes.
Oh yeah,
keep
that's
that
the
close to
no.
home.
No. What? Like, no. No, I know. Sometimes I'm like, why? If
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something wrong in the past,
Yeah.
it has to be some like outside reason.
But like second chance, as in like,
Like they
what
used to
situ-
date
like-
and then they broke up and then they come back together.
oh no, I feel like if you're done, you're done.
See?
I'm
And
like,
so that's what Happy
yeah.
Place is about. And their friends don't know
But
and they
I
hide
don't
it.
know. It's you say that, but then like the situation, depending on how it's written as well.
And it's
like,
usually
But-
got some miscommunication and I'm like,
oh, but the miscommunication trope is like,
I hate
ugh.
communication.
So do I. I'm like,
Does my head in.
Iron Flame.
Yeah, that's why you can read it.
The first,
Yeah.
perfect example.
Mm.
Perfect example. Like,
Just
I'm sorry.
talk.
Just talk, A, and B, like,
What?
use your head. Like, she's like so smart in like the first one. It's like, and then
Yeah.
like she's
Even
vulnerable
the
to this,
characters.
like so much stuff, and there's literally a rebellion going on.
Yeah.
He would be like, it's so silly to expect him to tell her everything. Like,
Mm.
not everything needs to be communicated between rescue, and like for her to expect that, like,
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
fucking first half of the
And
book.
even like the other characters
I'm
are
like,
like getting
come
annoyed
on.
at her.
Yeah.
Like, girl,
Like use
we're
your
at
brain.
war.
Yeah, we're at, literally
Yeah.
there's a war going on. Oh, he's not talking to me. Like, ugh, just
yeah.
I
I've
even
never in
now,
my life.
like,
known
let's
anyone
say they're
like
because
this.
like an old married couple.
Yeah.
like, they
Yeah,
do.
that's fine. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
wait till you see a scene.
Was
Wait
that,
till you
is that
see
the
a
one
scene.
you're talking about?
No,
The
No,
Rubik one?
I wouldn't have been there yet.
Like the bickering like an old.
Yeah, no. There's a
I've seen
scene
that
at one
bit.
of the islands.
Oh.
Wait. Just wait.
Yeah, is it the
No.
one at red?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
You're not at the island.
You're not at there's a couple of good islands.
Not at the island. The island. Name the
I don't know
island.
the fucking word. I'll find it in my Kindle.
Okay. Yeah, next up.
Do you know what my favorite romance trope is? Slow burn romance.
Oh hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, give me a slow burn. Yeah,
That's true.
insta love, hate.
Oh,
I'm not. I don't.
you look like you're like I love it.
I'm
But
like,
that's what I
you
mean.
said hate
It's
is
a lot.
strong.
Oh yeah, it is.
But
Right,
no,
I
but that's like the enemies to lovers. It's insta love. Like sometimes so many people are like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I like.
I like a slow burn. Give me like development. Give me tension and like
Yeah,
build
and
up to
the
it.
yearning. People have been
Yeah.
talking about them more recently.
Like
the
Fourth Wing.
yearning.
Fourth Wing was like build up.
that was
Nah,
And then you got that one at the end.
I
feel like
reckon
it
that
was
was
build up.
that wasn't slow enough.
Oh, like it was quick, but like it's not.
I mean, the
it's not
book was
instant.
quick. But like,
It was slow burn enough. I feel.
Nah,
This
once
is
you're
like
in
when
carrying
you
on the
was
Zappa,
nah,
that's
when
slow burn.
like
Okay.
they're on the mat together, and she's like, "I fucking hate you," and I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Just like, I was like, "I cannot
I
wait."
feel like it was more than half the book.
Yeah, 100%.
So wait, is
I feel
I
like
mean,
that to
in the
me is
book either.
considered like a slow burn.
yeah, that's
I've
pretty
read
slow.
slower.
Oh, 100%. Like,
The slowest of slow burns.
I don't
Yeah.
see any islands on this map.
Yeah, because they're. I can't say anything actually.
I know they're undiscovered. They literally say it in the
Mm,
book.
There's more to it.
Oh fuck.
hell yeah.
The dragons talk about it.
Oh.
Do you like the secret heir? Like there's a secret prince or secret princess.
Isn't that the found family one?
No, like
No, like.
oh, you're actually
That's what I thought found family was.
no,
No.
found family is like all your friends become your family kind of thing.
Oh,
Kind of like, you know,
I was thinking of like just a real,
like in Avatar.
you're actually a royal like
no,
family.
no.
You know, like in
Yeah.
Avatar, like what do they call themselves? The
Oh,
group?
the group.
like the
yeah.
court group.
Yeah.
That's like found family.
Oh, I'm thinking found family was what you're saying now.
Ah.
So yeah, I like that this trope. The other one, I'm like, yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, the secret heir kind of annoys me if it's like just easy,
Yeah.
an easy answer.
I feel like
to
it's always the
It's like,
answer.
oh my
in
God,
a lot of
we
books
need
lately.
the
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, they're
princess from
actually the
this
most.
place.
Yeah.
And oh, well, what's time the
Honestly,
princess?
The thing in here with her being.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I saw it coming, but also like. We also.
I can't- my
also
brain's
she
like-
was the heir.
yeah.
Like,
She was like,
oh,
she's the starborn.
the-
Yeah.
Like everyone
Yeah.
thinking it's Rune as
It
well.
was not.
Rune.
Rune.
Have you
Dan.
started it?
I haven't.
You
This
just gone to the Rune Dan and there's like
Yeah, it's in the first like couple of chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
three things.
He knew 3 things
In
for
the
sure.
prologue.
Nah, it's like
Nah.
his first chapter.
It's like his
Do you like
It's very early, I think.
the only time I've liked Secret Heir recently was in Quicksilver. And I'm not gonna say
That's
anything
what I was
else.
thinking of. Quicksilver.
No spoilers, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Quicksilver.
That's yes. I feel like that's good.
Because that was you
Quicksilver though
thought-
is a lot of like that's. I feel like that has a lot of tropes in it,
it's a lot of tropes, but then they
but
kept
in a
flipping
good
it.
way.
They're like
They did it in
she
a good
kept
way.
leading you and then flipping
Yeah,
it.
it has all the
Leading
tropes
and
that you love
flipping
in
it.
like a romantic, but like I feel like
I
it was
think
written
the
well.
first 100 pages was very like, oh, not again. But then she just flipped
Boom.
the
Yeah.
script. It's really good.
Yeah.
And
Even
that's
the
why I was like,
ending as
yeah.
well. I was like,
Oh my God. I was like,
yeah.
I
I
can't
thought
wait.
about reading
I'm
it, and then I saw the thickness of it. I was like,
Nah.
No, it's actually so
Totally.
weird though because when I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, I went through this so quickly.
Yeah,
How is it
I
this
read it in a
big?
day. I'm pretty sure it was a night or a day
Yeah,
or something. It was really
Same,
quick.
and I was like,
Same
it looks. It felt so much smaller than it.
It's like
But the text
a
didn't
big
even.
dick,
Yeah.
did you say?
I was like,
Big dick?
I mean, yes, but no, there's like
big
I think my review for like Quicksilver, I like did one quote for it, and it was like, it's like from the MMC. It's like, I'm about to introduce you to all 7 gods. When you meet them, tell them I'm the one you worship on your knees. And I was like, have I convinced you?
Yeah.
Like
So
I
good.
still even tell people about that now. Like it's like my favorite quote.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
It's
love
not
it.
the name.
I like when there's an ancient evil, like Mistborn.
oh yes, I
What?
do like the ancient evil.
When
Oh,
Oh, you haven't read?
I thought you said when there's an H, like the letter in each one. I was like, what? Evil. Evil.
mouth like
Evil. Like, what? Evil.
right now.
Evil. Like,
Like,
that's
evil.
evil. Like, evil. I don't know. I literally like went to it.
That's probably
Ancient evil.
I'm running
I
off
can
like
hear
5
it.
hours sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
I can
Hopefully
hear
we
it.
exhaust you enough that you go to sleep.
True.
Um,
You'd probably be hyped up.
what was the question?
Excuse me. Question on Jeopardy again. Ancient evil.
Ancient evil.
Like that's the big bad. Someone from a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what I've read that.
That has. I was trying to think.
Yeah.
What have you read? But
What's your favorite
wanna know.
setting?
But isn't like Book of Asriel? That's ancient evil.
that is ancient.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember the book.
Yeah, like the old guy. Yeah. That is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But also,
Yeah.
Really?
You both look super stoned just then. Like, oh my god.
At the end of the second book, something happens. So I
Ah,
got
okay.
confused. What's your favorite like setting?
I like the fantasy setting.
Mhm.
But
So like medieval, like
yeah, but then I
yeah.
also like because like everybody's like you won't like Crescent City. I love the modern aspect
Modern.
part of it. Like it's still
Yeah.
do you
like
like
me-
steampunk?
yes, I love steampunk.
I love a like academia, dark academia.
Oh,
I love it at like college, like but like if it's fantasy as well.
Mm.
Give me a dark academia.
I love
fantasy
urban
vibe.
fantasy. There's a series by Ilona Andrews called like Magic something. But like what it is magic's in the world, but then it like cuts out and the technology can come back in. And so they have half and they've created machines that like cars that run on magic or cars run on like
That's
normal
pretty
gas.
cool.
And it's so cool because then in the series, because it's like a long like urban fantasy
Mm.
series, you find out that it's tied to like somebody and it's like he keeps chucking up the magic and doing it.
That's
It's
so good.
really cool
I feel like
because it fucks up things all the time because you're like, oh yeah, we can do this. Oh shit, the magic's down.
Magic's out.
Yeah,
like-
but they still have their magic in the like
Mhm.
car setting and stuff. But
Yeah.
it also like broke buildings and stuff, so they had to rebuild and like it's really cool. And all of like the gods and stuff keep getting let out and getting let in. It's really fun.
Nice.
She's a like bounty hunter for like naughty creatures.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
9-book
it's just I
series,
feel like
which sounds daunting, but it's like little like and little detectives
Oh,
that
perfect.
leads.
We'll put that on the list.
Add it to the list.
If you like that,
Jeez.
I didn't even touch you. If you like that, you like also the Mercy Thompson series, which don't look at the cover. I've tried to tell you the cover's terrible, but she's a
Yeah,
mechanic.
I think you've told me this before. Showed me the cover. I was like, ew.
Yeah,
for the
it's back from like 2006, but it really holds up because it's urban fantasy. There's all the creatures and stuff. She's a mechanic, and then like things keep coming to her, like, "Oh, I solved this," and she's like, "I'm a fucking mechanic, mate." And then she solves the mystery.
That's kind of cool.
And they even have like the whole like there's a whole vampire that has a Scooby Doo reveal, and he's like, "Oh, we're on the mystery machine." She's like, "I'm not doing this." I'm not doing this." It's so fun, but yeah.
Yeah, I think probably dark. I just realized like probably the academia ones, probably because it's like it reminds me of like Hogwarts, like
Really?
anything that's
Yeah.
a school where you learn
Oh,
magic
I feel
and
it.
stuff. I think that's probably why I'm drawn. Like even like Fourth Wing, like you train like all the powers and stuff that they're
Like
learning.
in fourth wing,
Yeah.
they're starting to like
Any
expand
college
the
where they
world,
have
like,
to learn, use their powers or discover their powers, I'm like, sign me
yeah.
up.
They're like, man, our world's pretty dark.
Zodiac Academy, like any of those.
I really need to read that soon.
Yeah, dark
Probably
Fae.
not.
Someone was reading it at lunch break the other day, and I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
need to read so
Dark-
much.
Yeah.
Dark Fae, Blood Oath. they're all-
Mm. But I like Dark Academia, but in just like literary fiction. Like I like in the fantasy, but if we were villains,
It's on my bookshelf actually.
I convinced someone to read it yesterday. I
Yeah,
think
you
I've
convinced
read
me
it.
to buy it. It was
Good.
in my book hole.
I did.
Good.
It was good. Do you guys like Forbidden Magic?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Vodka.
Yeah.
Vodka.
Whoa.
Bitch.
Like dark magic, like
Yeah.
dark magic or
Like taboo.
Yeah.
Like always like necromancers and stuff, or
Yeah.
like blood magic. And they're
yeah,
like,
blood. I was
"Don't do
gonna say
that."
blood magic. Yeah. The good
Yeah.
one. Like
But it's like, but I'm the good guy. I love
Yeah.
that like
Well,
morality, great
did you read the
morality.
Crimson Wolf?
Half of it.
That's got blood magic.
Yeah,
I
it is.
can't believe you read. Crimson
But also like there's some like part of the blood magic is like pretty like
Very
yeah, she's a menstrual blood. I was like, oh, this is
Because
yeah, this is interesting. It's a YA book too. I was like, interesting.
I'm like,
Ooh.
it should have not been. I reckon.
Honestly, even with the scene, I was like, well, that's
Probably
like very
YA on. You know
like,
how
on
they
the
YA
on
has
this cusp of yeah. Because I'm
Yeah.
like that. Even like the spicy scene, it was like I was like, wow, that's probably like the most I've ever read in like a YA novel.
I really like Wild Magic, but I haven't read much of it.
Like
wow.
It's unpredictable.
Unpredictable Magic.
Yeah, like a bit like Violet.
But kind of like
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah, but like I want more books like that.
Yeah.
Then you should do
Control.
a D&D campaign, add the wild magic, then you get to roll it, and then you just write it out as an actual story. Bada bing, bada boom, you got it, and you can help the people get into it.
Okay.
That was very close to the microphone. That
It's fine.
Bada bing.
Just more things.
just another
Nah,
thing. You got this.
It's fine. It's fine. I think that'd be the good one to like record, really ad hoc style, like a magic game. Yeah, that'd be fun. Do you like when there's like an anti-hero, like a grey
Morally great.
Morally
character.
grey? Yeah, I love morally grey.
Oh,
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. But I also really love a stickler sometimes.
Nah.
Only sometimes. Because most sticklers are sometimes written as if they are like a rule follower, but they're not. They're like following the wrong rules. But someone
Oh, it just reminded me of something of Dane. Like the next one that I like tabbed. I don't know if you've read it yet, so I don't want to say it.
I have, she hasn't.
But it's like I tabbed it immediately. It was like the first time you see Dane, and then like there was like that fight like breaking out in the thing between the two, and then he's like, "That's this is not following the code." Yeah, and I pissed myself. I mean, I was like, "Of course, he's straight into the rule book." It cracks me up. Honestly, I was like, "I'm actually."
Where's the pictures?
Yeah. Do you like when there's like a magical companion? So like like the dragons.
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff? Yeah. I want again more of it. Like there was a book I need to read. The one that you like One Dark Window. You know, like there's someone in her head and stuff. And it's like,
I loved that. Again, anything that's like bonded in the mind too. You give me mind reading any that's a trope.
You really
Mind reading.
Like,
I know.
Mind reading tropes, like mind communication is like one of my favorite tropes as well.
actually, I sold that to two ladies the other day. Because I was like, look, I preferred the second one, which yes, you have to read the first one, but it is good.
So many people like
Second
I don't
one
think
is
I've had
better.
anyone actually come back and say they didn't
But
like it.
I was like, the magic system in this is
So
so
unique.
cool.
Yeah, it's really
And they
cool.
both bought it
There you go.
because they're doing their little
And because it's
thing.
a bit more on the like gothic or like darker side and like the nightmare.
Gothic's good.
Yeah, I liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Do you like? We obviously like dragons.
Mm.
We like dragons.
I mean, is that a question?
No, but is there like other magical creatures that you like in stories more or less?
I like.
Shadow Daddies.
I mean,
like
to the
Fae. and
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Fae for sure. Fae's probably my top like tier.
Always love shifters. Like
shifters.
werewolves and
oh
stuff.
yeah, I mean
Shifty.
Shifterverse.
Yeah, like
So you know what?
I love werewolves.
always thought vampires were
Fae,
the
vampires.
best, but I've only read
They're
really
just such horny
one
like
vampire series.
vampire. Anything vampires. Is
I
just,
think
like,
I like
so
shifters because it always leads into like
alpha
the-
territory.
yeah,
though.
alpha territory,
They're
but
very
also, like,
alpha.
you're my mate.
You're my mate.
Yeah,
You're my mate.
you're my soulmate. Like
Yeah.
I love
But
that.
that's how I feel like it's almost like a bit like that with Fae, but not as like so like alpha-y sometimes. Like they're alpha hole, whatever they call it.
alcohol.
But like they're not as like they are territorial, but in a different way compared to, like, to get to like that the
Yeah.
werewolf vibe.
Yeah.
But I like both either way.
Have you read any books with like magic tattoos?
I think
Like
I have,
runes?
yes. No, like actual tattoos.
Tattoos.
Yes, no, I have read a series that,
What do you mean?
and I'm pretty sure the tattoos light up.
But do you mean like shadow hunters? How they have like
I think
that?
it's
Yeah,
a bit like
yeah,
that. But yeah,
yeah.
I couldn't read shadow. That was as
I
soon as they
wouldn't.
had the
read
incest,
it.
I was like, no, I'm out.
I watched the series, but like
yeah, I didn't mind the
movie.
series until they started doing.
I
incest.
honestly, I feel like
Just
the
kinda
movie was
powered through
good,
it.
and then the series was, yeah.
But yeah, no, I have. It's a bit like the shadow hunters thing with that shit lights up.
Yeah, I like
can't
that.
for the life of me remember what it is.
There's a book
I don't know if
read
I've seen it anywhere else.
so long ago, and it was like there's a snake tattooed on the guy, and it always moved.
Oh, well, like
because-
star.
Yeah,
Oh
She's
yeah,
got a
that's
star.
yeah, but I feel like
That
we
only
need to
happens
do that more.
slightly.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like blood magic. Okay, theories idea. Blood magic, but like make it a tattoo kind of thing.
true. Copyrighted.
Yeah. Well, it's like in. Oh, again, I'm bringing up the
Like the
blood
ink.
magic, but like you know how they have the cutting. Like that's how they can tell if you're a witch. Like if you've got the cutting.
That's why they
stuff.
said period.
Yeah, that's why they
It's
use really
really smart.
because
Yeah.
they check your body for like cut it like a cutting thing usually
Mm.
on your arms. Then yeah,
Mm.
so it's smart like
Okay.
when you think about it. But yeah, I was just like, oh,
That's a chunky one. But like I also like elemental magic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's probably my. I think.
Airbender.
Yeah. Fire.
I love
Yeah.
Brandon Sanderson's The
Yeah.
Rhythmicist with the chalk and the drawing.
Well, that's why I got recommended.
So, like,
Wallbreaker,
runic magic.
'cause,
yeah, it is more like runic, but
Yeah.
that's so good.
I think I love
color magic system as well.
Oh,
Brandon's.
That's why I
Have you
got
read
recommended
Wallbreaker?
Wallbreaker
Yeah.
because I was talking about how the like they use cards obviously in one dark window and
Yeah.
how she can sense like the cards with the
'Cause you
color
can
of the
colour,
aura.
yeah.
And I was like, I was
Mm.
mentioning that and someone's like, you love
Yeah,
Wallbreaker.
Wallbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think the magic system in Mistborn with eating the metals
Oh,
is so
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, right up my alley.
So
So excited to read it.
Chop, chop.
Dude,
It's literally look,
You
it's
probably-
on the list. I swear, it's on the list for next month.
you'll probably
Okay.
end up at Oathbringer at the same time I am.
Actually, I saw somebody one came in and he ordered Edge Dancer because he was like, "Oh, it sounds like you know what you're talking about." I didn't show
Yeah.
him my
Top of the
tattoos.
list.
Yeah.
Good,
Good.
but I was like,
Totally
"Oh yeah, that's yeah." Right.
Okay.
Anyway, he's like, "Oh yeah,
You
I'm
speak the old wall.
I'm-
Witch.
yeah." He's like, "Oh, I'm like halfway through Words of Radiance." I was like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Where you up to?" I'm like, "Oh, I've got to do Dawn Shard and then Rhythm of War, and then I can do the last one."
Mm.
He's like, "Oh wow."
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I just
If
need
you
to
could
get back
only
into
pick
it.
one though, out of, like dragons, let's go dragons, wolf, fae, witch. Pick one. Or vampires. You can only pick one
One.
to read about.
Hmm.
Look,
I'm gonna say Fae because
Actually, I was going to say the same
Do you know
thing,
why?
'cause I love
Why?
dragons, but they're
loophole.
Loophole.
Some Fae can
Have-
change.
yeah.
Some Fae can do flirt.
Honestly.
Some Fae probably have fucking dragon magic. I don't
Yeah.
know. Let's say
yeah.
Fae.
No, I would
Fae
choose
kind of
Fae
like
as
pretty
well.
much like cool, like witches,
But
well, or like
have you read
warlocks
many-
anyway. Like they're kind of like warlocks.
Fairy books. So like we always talk
Actual-
about Fae and stuff, but like Cruel Prince, for example. Have you read that? You do like it.
Is it Holly Black?
Yeah.
I've heard it's not very good.
I also have heard that.
Lots of people. Like
Ooh,
lots of people.
Yeah,
and
I've
people
heard
that
that.
I like the same stuff I like said
Fucking
don't even
kidding
bother
me?
with it.
When did you read it?
When did you read it? Yeah. And it's also
When it
YA,
came
hey?
out.
Okay, that,
It's so good.
Oh, when it came out. Or didn't it come
That
out?
was like a few years. It's probably like 6 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say
a while ago.
feels like a while.
I read like I've read. I don't like her Book of Night book. That was boring. But like because it's fairies, they have rules and stuff. So like they can't tell lies and don't look at the fae and don't gift things and like all the fairy rules from like folklore come into play.
Are they actual fairies?
Yeah, like they're like the fae fairies, but then they've also got
Oh.
like the trolls and shit and the red caps.
Oh, okay.
It's really interesting.
Hmm.
But like she's a human child. Her
Is she though? Is she
no,
actually
she's
a
human.
fairy?
She is
Oh.
human.
as I say, this
It's not a
sounds
royal.
a bit like True Blood.
Yeah.
It is a human.
No,
It was a fairy.
Her dad or something was something to do with fairy. So then he gets killed, and so the fairy that killed her dad took her and her sister into Fae world,
Mm.
raised them up, and she's like ruthless, bloodthirsty, like her stepdad,
Mm.
who's the fairy warrior man,
Mm.
and the sister's like pretty princess, and then she used to go, and then the cruel prince, he's like hate her, and then spoilers for cruel prince, then
And they bang.
no, he like falls in love with her. He is legitimately the prince, and he says like, "You are not allowed in here anymore because you're human." But there's a loophole because he made her the queen, so the queen's allowed back, and she doesn't
Aw.
clock in, and then she clocks in, and there's a whole thing, and they have to protect the actual heir, which is not him; it's like his younger brother. So
Mhm.
everyone thinks, "Oh, he's gonna kill the younger brother,"
Mhm.
but like he actually is like, "I don't really want to be king. I really don't want to be king. I want to," because he's a bitch boy. So he kind of just goes, "My queen," and just does whatever she wants. And but he
Mm.
acts like he's the boy, but nah, she's the queen.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read it. It's player.
It's so good. You said that. What was the one you recommended me the other day? These Hollow Vows.
Yeah.
And that's YA.
Yeah, but
Excuse
it's
me.
good. It's the only way I've really liked,
You haven't tried this one.
apart from like that and the
Actually,
Crimson Moth.
oh,
and-
book of the YA book of the month. I actually want to
Oh,
read.
the cruel. I've got the arc of that.
Yeah,
Which one?
because
Cruel Night or something.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the Cruel Light.
It's like a demon hunter.
Yeah,
or
it
It does
something.
look
something.
cool.
it looks
actually.
cool.
Yeah.
And someone I follow on the TikToker and the Instagram.
I bought like
Yeah,
Dungeons and
it says
Dragons because someone pitches Divine Rivals but with dragons. I was like, sign
That's
me
actually
up.
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But also, again, like if it's more like I don't know, I feel like there's just like a lot that's quite similar or like
Yeah.
to each other. So I don't know.
Because of the tropes.
The
Yeah,
tropes.
but also it's probably because of the lack of like spice. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like fine. I like
But
that.
that's
It's a bit
fine.
of a palate cleanser.
But I'd rather just read like a general romance than like a palate cleanser, like a
you did
fluffy
have that
romance.
TikTok. Was it? I don't know.
The
The
song?
R2D2 one.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Everybody sounds
Yeah.
PG5 because I am CG5.
It's you.
Everybody thinking I only read for spice,
Yeah.
but I actually just read smart. That's really well.
Do you like a forbidden romance?
Yes, obviously, 100%.
Mm.
It makes it even better. It adds like a like
another
it's
layer.
it
Yeah.
adds a like ooh, we shouldn't be doing this.
I don't mind it, but it always ends into Iron Flame.
Oh.
It always devolves into but I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shut up, bitch, get over yourselves.
Oh,
Like-
it's like almost like like
It
it's
always-
too long.
It's like good, and then it ends up into ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah,
But it's like
bit
the
for like a little bit.
for a little bit, like
Yeah.
even like the professor romance, like trope. I'm like that's
What about
like
I like
professor.
a mentor.
Professor.
Like if they're mentor.
That's a mentor
no, it's
professor.
different. It's different. Nah.
No,
Nah,
it's
nah.
the same.
No, because mentors are like combat.
Same thing.
Yeah, if you're still a teacher and a guy though.
Yeah.
Excuse me, who gets promoted to professor and
Yeah.
is still like mind? Oh my god, that thing
But
about
that's
oh,
my
my
tongue.
shit.
And
And
then
he's
him
like-
double
and then
checking.
he
Am I
does-
still a professor?
I can't.
I love it. As soon as she talked to the professor,
I
no, see, as soon as I saw professor, I was like, let's fucking go.
no.
Yeah, as
I
soon as
love
said
the
professor,
professor
I was
trope.
like, oh, okay. And then she's like,
And then she's like,
our
immediately-
relationship just
He's gone. We're done.
ended.
We're done. And he's like, no, we're not.
Okay, plot tropes. Meet cute.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
One bed though.
Oh,
Oh,
same
yeah.
here.
I
Yeah,
love the one
It's 'cause the full
bed.
Yeah.
False proximity, which is the next one. Yeah.
But like, I love it when they're like, oh,
What
like,
Have you
I'll
seen
just
the
sleep on
recent
the
one?
floor. And it's like, no, why would you sleep on the floor, you idiot?
Have you seen the recent ones? Like, but what about the one horse trope? Like
The
they
one-
just share a horse.
Oh, share the one horse, and they're like, oh, I love that too.
yeah.
No, but that's what's in both of those actually is in
One definitely do.
I think the
Wait,
horse
hold on.
maybe, but it's in These Hollow Vows. Both of those tropes, and it's actually but like she like makes him like
There's the horse.
he sleeps on the floor, but then he wakes up in the middle. It's so good. There's like a
They always wake up in the middle of the night and then
There's a love
Mm.
triangle.
no, but they don't end up in the bed. But like there's like
Ah.
this. It's just funny.
Really?
Well, he just hangs over her like Edward Cullen.
No, I think like it's like something about like or like you know when they have nightmares as well, like
Oh,
and they end
yeah.
up being in the same room and something happens. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, I'm eating this up.
What was the book where like they had a nightmare and he's sleeping on the floor or something, and
Mm.
then she just goes on the floor and they're both sleeping on the floor. I'm like, is that
I read something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to think. I cannot think, let me think of what it is.
Okay.
I love the
Here we
one
go.
bedroom. As soon as like they're on like a massive journey and we have to stay in an inn, and I'm like, here it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
We're staying in this tiny little room.
Yeah.
Tiny little room.
There's only one bed.
Oh.
I'll sleep on the floor. No, you.
Or like I think I don't know which book it was. Like oh, there's only one room, but it's like because they like he booked out like the rest of them. Or like he's or he like lied and said like there's only one
There's
available
only
room, but he just wanted her in the room. And I was like, this is so.
Oh my god. So you know I hate miscommunication.
Yeah.
Do you guys like it at any point?
No, I hate
No,
miscommunication.
it drives me
In my
nuts.
head.
Like a little bit like is expected because like
Oh, there's
people do
always gonna
miss
be-
me.
The
There's always
only
gonna be,
time-
but like I don't
That's
enjoy
true.
it. Like yeah,
There's the only time I
Goes on for
liked
so
it.
long.
I think Amy Jimenez did it really well in her book. There's a whole like pregnancy. Someone was in like infertility issues and stuff, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm happy. Like it's fine. I don't need kids. I want you." And she's like, "I don't believe you. I don't trust you." Da da da. But then he like brings it up of like just wanted to ask like, would you ever wanted to like go down like the adoption rate? She just went off the handle like you just said. Don't want kids and stuff. And he's like, I just wanted to ask. And then she like runs away and he gives her like half an hour. He's like, okay, so now you've had to cry. I just wanted to ask.
that
because
to
I
me
just
is like
wanted
a
to make it-
normal like a
Yeah.
lot of people process like
And
that.
so
Like they
he's
need
like-
time to like
Yeah, and he's like, I just wanted to
Marinated.
make sure we know it all, so we're not
Yeah.
like wondering. And he's like, I promise you, I just want you, but
Yeah,
just
that's
in
fine.
case.
I feel like that's a healthy dose, but like
Yeah.
going on back and forth and them just like not even having a proper conversation. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
like
So I don't mind it if it's
And
miscommunicated, but like within the chapter or like the
Mm.
next chapter,
Yeah.
one of them is like, no, we're talking about
yeah,
this.
one has to force the other one to do it. Like,
Yeah.
and I just hate reading all like, oh, but does he actually think this? And I'm like, well, maybe if you spark,
Yeah.
if any of you spark, like so many times I'm just like, y'all just need to be
Actually-
like, where's the therapist in
Because
this
Mum was
room,
listening to
in
the,
this realm?
as
Mhm.
much as I didn't want her to, Mum was listening to Onyx Storm in the car.
And chapter 3.
Yeah. And she's like, this girl thinks too much.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
They
right.
talk too much in their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that the professor thing is almost teaching here, and then in the head they're talking about want to see begging. All I have to do is swirl my tongue around the tip of your whoop, and then they cough, and then back to lesson, like because he's
I
like,
feel like that for sure was like another
they're
like
in the middle of teaching a class.
I feel like that it was exactly kind of like the same feeling, like situation of what happened when like Fourth Wing when she like sends him like a digital thing and then he chokes
Yeah,
on something as well, and everyone loved it. So I was like,
Yeah.
we needed to have another moment
Yeah.
like that. It
Yeah.
was like the same. Same
But
vibe.
you know what? That's a really good segue
Yeah,
into ending this episode and talking about Fourth Wing and Iron Flame.
yeah.
What do you reckon?
Hey, sorry, what?
What is your favorite trope? Like if you're like you instant buy because of X trope, like or like a combination, like a trio. You're like yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Enemy slowers,
Mhm.
force proximity, one bedroom.
I think mine's the forced proximity.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't really know
like
that.
fake dating or
Yeah,
like,
the fake dating and stuff like that.
just all of them wrapped together.
And mine is like, yeah,
Fake
enemies to
dating.
lovers.